There's no better place to start than with the basics. In your driveway, before you even think of turning the keys over, make sure they know how to make all the adjustments. It's not a matter of comfort, it's a matter of safety. First, have your teen adjust the seat so their stomach is 10 inches from the steering wheel and their arms are bent less than 90 degrees at the elbow. Have your teen put the ball of their foot on the brake pedal. Make sure your teen can fully push down on the brake without lifting the heel of the foot. They should be able to easily switch their foot over to the gas pedal. If the seat is adjusted well, they should also have a clear view of the entire landscape out the windshield. Also, the headrest, as it is often called, is actually a safety device known as a head restraint. The top of the head restraint should be about 3 inches below the top of the head. The distance behind the head should be as small as possible. A well-adjusted head restraint can help minimize injuries in the event of a crash. Next, have your teen properly fasten both their lap and shoulder belts. The lap belt should be low across the hips, never over the stomach. The shoulder belt should be across your teen's chest, never across the front of their neck or face, behind their back, or under their arm. Now, have them adjust the steering wheel so the top of the wheel is no higher than the top of their shoulders. Your teen should move the steering wheel up or down and move it closer or further back until they have a comfortable hold. Their arms should be in a relaxed position. Also, be sure that the steering wheel is not obstructing your teen's view of the instrument panel. They need to be able to glance comfortably between the dashboard and the road. When they drive, advise them to keep their hands at the 9 and 3 o'clock positions for maximum control. Now let's adjust the side mirrors. A good way to do this is for you to get out and stand next to the car. Make sure the ignition is off. With the window open, ask your teen to adjust the mirror until they can see you. Do the same with the other side. The rear mirror needs to be adjusted to get the widest view out of the back window. Encourage your new driver to make it a habit to check all of these adjustments every time they get into the driver's seat. There's one more piece of basic tip we want to pass on to you before you start your practice drives. This is the value of commentary drives. With you in the driver's seat and your teen in the passenger seat, take a drive on the route where you will be practicing. Choose a route that your teen knows well to take the guesswork out of it. Comment as you drive and talk about what you are looking at and why. If this is a planned drive, talk about the goals and skills that your teen will be practicing and what your teen needs to do to be successful. These drives are a great way to become familiar with a new area or a new skill before your teen takes the wheel. If you need more detailed information about the basics, visit the catalog section. You'll find a lot of resources there.